The representatives of the three families were resolute in their demands when they arrived at the police headquarters on Thursday morning from Takoradi. Even before the meeting with the IGP and his team of officers kicked off, they stated that they were expecting nothing other than justice. They made the following demands as captured by the Director of Police Public Affairs, Superintendent Sheila Abiye Bachman.
The family spokesperson raised 4 issues: that they wanted to see the skeletal remains, that they wanted reports on the tests done, that they want to have a second opinion on the test, and also to congratulate IGP on his assumption of office. These were the 4 points he said, but in the course of the discussion, certain points came up. They also wanted to know, or some of them also wanted to know, the status of case involving allegation that police officers aided the escape of the suspect. And then somebody also wanted to have the skeletal remains to bury it. Or, they're asking why can't the families have the skeletal remains to bury? And then others also said that certain pronouncements made by our officers were not to their taste.
After a meeting that lasted for about an hour and a half with the top hierarchy of the police behind closed doors, the families expressed their dissatisfaction at the way and manner the police handled their grievances. Hayford Grant is the spokesperson for the families. Having lost hope over the outcome of the first leg of discussions, the family agreed to visit the police hospital morgue to view the supposed remains of the girls. Moments later, there was drama. Having lost hope over the outcome of the first leg of discussions, the family agreed to visit the police hospital morgue to view the supposed remains of the girls. Moments later, there was drama.
What I saw was some 2 old dirty panties and a skeleton lying in there. That's what I saw. They asked me if I could identify something that belongs to my sister, but actually I did not see anything that belongs to my sister over there. You see why I'm laughing? Those remains are not our girls. Those remains. But bruh, how can someone die just 8 to 9 months and form into a total skeleton? As if, I'm sure you've been to a lab before, you see the skeleton that's it's always there. It's totally, I don't know what is going on, because this thing is not someone who has died just 8 to 9 months skeleton. I mean, come on. What even surprised me most is one of the girls is 1 year, 3 to 4 months now. It turns into the same shape, just as 9 months old, just as 8 months old. I mean, how possible?
So far that they got the bones from the well, it should be something fresh, just a little bit. But this one, it looks like the bones which has been for about, let's say about 2 or 3 years age. This thing, 2 or 3 years ago, bones. See, so I was, I'm not. I don't believe.
But the Director of Police Public Affairs, Superintendent Sheila Abiye Bachman, says the only option now for the families is to seek legal redress, where they may secure a court order to compel the police to release the remains for a second DNA test and subsequent burial.
First point was about the skeletal remains, which they wanted to see, and they have been conducted round, they have been briefed, they asked all questions they wanted to ask. In fact, to the point that there are some non-biological items which some people identified as could belong to some of the victims. And then the bit about the reports, IGP said yes, they could get the reports, but it's a matter of procedure. So at the right time, per the right procedure, they will get the reports. And then the third point about having a second opinion, IGP said yes, they are always at liberty to have a second test done. They should only follow the law, and that at the time of taking the sample, a police officer will be there for them to take the sample, because the remains are in the custody of the police now, and that they can do that per the lawful procedure. The bit about the case involving allegation of police officers aiding the escape of suspects, IGP said that yes, police discipline procedure takes some time, and so by all means they are undergoing the procedure. I think it's at the trial stage, and so after the end of the trial, they will know which police officers were guilty or not, and the punishment that would be leveled against them. And the thing about pronouncements made by certain officers, the IGP said he is the head of the service. He apologized for all pronouncements that they see are in bad taste. Going forward, the objective is to secure justice, to secure conviction of all perpetrators involved in this. And so we expect the family to help in doing that, to which the family also agreed.
We expected a closer to the case involving the 4 kidnapped Takoradi girls. But after meeting the IGP and also viewing the remains, the families are still not in agreement that their relatives are dead. Reporting from the premises of the police morgue, I am Anna Seidu for Citi News.